So, in today's episode, I was just going through my Bible today and I was reading a portion, and it was all about Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in the book of Daniel, chapter 3, reading from verse 1 to the end. And there's something striking that happened in that passage. I began to think, and I was imagining when these guys went through their position and everything that happened in that scenario. These guys, they were Hebrew guys, and the Bible made us to understand that they were princes, as in they are sons of kings. They were in exile. They carried them from Israel or from the land of Judah to the land of Babylon. And we know how Nebuchadnezzar, they were found very intelligent, they were found worthy, they were wiser than the rest of the kids that the king decided to train. But something very interesting happened in that story. These guys, they were Hebrew and they were able to hold on to the laws of their God. They were able to hold on to the commandments of their God. Right from history, when God delivered them from the land of Egypt, gave them the commandments and the stories. I believe they must have been told about the stories of God, how God delivered them. And they have absolute faith and trust in the act of God and the ability of God, despite their current situation. They didn't even say, oh, God has forsaken us, God has abandoned us. Why would we have allowed these Babylonians or the king Nebuchadnezzar to come and overcome us? That was their situation. And yet they displayed that high level of dependence and obedience to God and to His commandments. When they were commanded, they refused to bow, because in the Bible, the commandment said, do not have any other God beside me. Do not bow to any other God, for I am a jealous God. They upheld to the word of God. That is the most important thing. That was the word that God gave Moses as a commandment to the people of Israel. And they know for sure that bowing to any other image is against the commandments and precepts of God, of their God. They were able to stand strong with that faith. They didn't say, oh, God has abandoned us. Oh, God has left us in a very predicament, a very bad situation. He does not deserve our service. He does not deserve our loyalty. He does not deserve us. He is not worthy to be worshipped any longer. Let's even continue worshiping other gods. But they still stood still and worshipped their God at all times. They said to the king, "O Nebuchadnezzar, know it. We know about, even if God is not going to save us, even if He's not going to deliver us from your fiery furnace, let it be known to you that we will not bow to this God, to this statue." That was a very great feat. Most of the times we look at our situation and we start giving God condition. Why did you allow us to be in this kind of situation, God? Why did you allow me to be this? If you are God, you wouldn't have allowed me to go through this. If you are God, you wouldn't have allowed me to be passing through this. But God is still God, irrespective of your complaints. It doesn't reduce what makes Him God. Most of the times we bottle God, or we put Him in a certain position to help us or to come to our rescue, and we start giving Him condition. God, if you do this for us, I will serve you the remaining days of my life. If you give me a wife, I will serve you the remaining days of my life. If you give me a job, I will serve you the remaining days of my life. It will not come to that revelation that God is still God. That whether He does anything for us or He doesn't do anything for us, He still remains God, and He deserves our total obedience, or total worship, and our total reference to Him. And this guy said, we will not bow, even if God doesn't exist. As a Christian, will you still serve God even if that thing that you are asking from Him is not forthcoming? Can you still serve God one more year if what you're asking Him or you've given Him condition already? These guys, they have faith. Even God, to the extent that the implication of that, even if God doesn't exist any longer, we will not bow to your God. We will not bow to that image. Let us die. And we know we died believing in God, believing in His promises, believing in what He has said, believing in the acts that we've heard He has done for His people and He has done for us. So this message is to challenge you wherever you are, that God still remains God irrespective of the situation. And for you to wake up and give God His position in your life, irrespective of what you are going through. I don't know what I don't know what image you are facing right now. Is it man's validation, accolades, marriage, or marital settlement, or wealth that's making you compromise your faith, that's making you shift a little bit, that's making you look onto other things that are not God? Today, I want to encourage you. I want to ask you to hold on there and also always trust in the Lord, believing that He will always come to your rescue. He will always show forth. And there's one thing that happened in that story. When they were thrown into the furnace, God was already there. So in that your situation, you think that God has forgotten you, although He's not talking to you, although everything seems silent, although it seems that the forces of darkness are having upper hand in your life, in your business, in your career, in your family. I want to let you know that God is already there with you. He has promised His presence, and His presence will always be there. They went in there tired, but they walked around in that fire loosed. But I want to tell you that you are coming out of that fire. We are coming out from that predicament. We are coming out from that misery, from that accusation. We are coming out from that situation that you think that it's very impossible for God to save or deliver you. Just hang in there and always have this absolute trust in the Lord. Whether He does it, whether He comes to your rescue or He doesn't come to your rescue, have this strong faith in Him. Have this trust in Him that He has the ability and the capacity and the capability to turn your situation around. God bless you.
At Talk Corner, we believe that spiritual growth is practical. It shapes how we think, live, and influence the world around us. Whether you're seeking encouragement, understanding, or spiritual renewal, you'll find truth and inspiration here.